First though, as we always do, group racing returns to Rosehill Gardens. I think it's about a soft 7 at the moment. Run to the Rose.
Nick Berney is live in the Sky Racing studio. Good morning to you, Mr. Berney.
Morning, Tim and Julie. Yes, another important day on the racing calendar. It's that real fork in the road for these 3-year-olds. Are they going to be that 1400 miler type or a real sprinter? But I think the headline act, and I know we pump her tyres up, has to be Autumn Glow again. Look, she looks a superstar in the making. But most importantly, I think she's got to be the punter's friend. She's going to be holding all of our cash today throughout the multi. So pretty keen to watch how she goes today. But I think we could roll in the vision here. This is Autumn Boy. So this is Autumn Boy, who I thought was the best on the program here. So he was in a 3-wide trail this day, and it was a really slowly run race. He's only had the 2 career starts, but you just have a look at him accelerate here. He resumes today off a 77-day break. He's trialled up beautifully. He's worked past the post the other day, said he was ready to go, but I've always had a lot of time for him. I think he's a really nice type in the making. He's probably going to be that Golden Rose type, even get up to the mile or further, but I like him. I really like this horse. So if he's ready to go today around that $2.80 mark, I think he is the clear best bet on the program. That is Autumn Boy in race 6.
Autumn Boy, okay, and all those words about Autumn Glow, I'm with you. $1.40 today. And if she wins, she's in open company today. If she wins, she'll be like $1.80 or $1.90 for an Epsom, which is almost unprecedented. But your next best, race 5, is Catch the Glory. Tell me about Catch the Glory.
Well, she's turned into a bit of a Rosehill 1100 metre specialist, and that's why I'm going to make her one of the better bets on the day. She's around that $4.60 to $5 quote, and this is her last start. So she's back there with the white cap in the navy blue colours, just coming through the pack. So look, she was run to suit this day. She had her chance. It was a great ride here by Adam Hieronymus. He just had to slightly go back to the inside there and switch back. But have a look at her closing speed. This is quite a strong race this day against the clock, but she ran some of the fastest closing splits to the meeting. She's just going so well. Look, she has to step up in grade today, but I think she can make that step because how well she's going. She's got that fitness edge over a couple here, so she's going to get that nice tempo up in front, and just how the way the track may play today, she can come through the middle like she did there and be too strong through them. Just at the prices, I thought she should be much closer to the favourite in Kerguelen.
We'll get to the tracking conditions shortly, but let's talk through your value. Where might we find a little bit of value today?
Yeah, look, he's not heaps of value, I must admit, though. He has been well back this morning, but I think there still is enough juice in the price. That is in Skyhook, and this is the feature race, the Run to the Rose, and I just think he was big odds. So he's the horse out the back there, just making that long, wide, sustained sprint there with the white and red cap. So he was first up this day, only had the 1 soft trial. This was a heavy 10 surface this day, a very strong testing surface. So for him to make that long, sustained sprint, he actually clocked the meeting's fastest final 600 metres. He's had a trial between runs. I think getting out to the 1200 metres now suits, but his last couple of bounds here I thought had a lot of merit. And if you look at the horse inside him here, that's Grand Prairie, who's subsequently come out and won since as well. So the form's since been confirmed there with Skyhook, but I just really like how he's got the platform now to get out to the 1200 metres. I think he can be a major player in the Golden Rose, which is that lead up today. Just around that $657, I think that's too big, so I have to back him. But maybe something each way, but more on the win.
Yeah, Karen McAvoy was on the program last week talking about Skyhook and really likes him. Of course, a 3-time winner of both the Everest and the Melbourne Cup, knows his horses. He's also on Autumn Glow today, so that's interesting. What about out wide? You know, I like a little bit of juice on the bone.
Yeah, I've got to go to Coffs Harbour. I'm going to go on Sunday. So we just got to build the kitty today, and then we can just turn on the TV again like we did last week when the football's on. It's finals footy time. Have a bet at Coffs Harbour as well. This will be, though, in race 2. And this is the John Higgins yard. So he's now in his yard. He's had the 2 career starts, and his last start at Port Macquarie, he's the horse here. He's just running 4th there with the blue hat and the red sleeves. And first up, he probably just needed the run. So this is second up, and he's just that real miler type. He comes out to win this race and just peaks on his run over that final 100 metres, but I still thought he maintained a strong enough finishing speed. So at the country circuit, when they've had that couple of runs, now everything about this just tells me he's ready to go third up. But the big plus is he now goes back to his home track. A nice draw there for John Grisdale as well. So Sunday, I think we can get the cash. And also, it's under set weights conditions, which is a big plus for this horse in maiden grade.
All right, well, let's take a look at your tips. We'll pull up the graphic. So get your phone out, get your pen and paper out and have a look at Nick's tips of the day. And then I might ask the studio to roll the meeting over you and you can talk us through conditions at Rosehill today as well.
Yeah, so best bet will definitely be in race 6, number 1. That'll be Autumn Boy. So I really like this runner. I think he's clearly the best bet on the day. So look, you could almost back him in the Golden Rose. You could take the double there to win today, and then also in the Golden Rose as well. So the next best though, we'll go back to race 5, which will be Catch the Glory. That is race 5, number 9. Then go all the way to the feature race there today, which is Skyhook. That is in race 8. So Skyhook, probably on an each way basis, and then Coffs Harbour there. It would be race 2. That's the other horse that I wanted to back, the Highland as well. So having to back those 2 runners. On the track meeting though today, obviously we'll be out at Rosehill. The rail's out 6 metres, so generally when we've had all that rain throughout, they do want to slightly edge off the fence. And at Rosehill, you don't want to make that long sustained run. You really want to come through them. That is the big plus today. Soft 7 track, the sun's out though. We might even get to a soft 6, can you believe it? With all that rain back there on Tuesday and Wednesday, I couldn't believe it, that we could be on a soft 6. So I think the track's going to play really well. I think you can bet with a lot of confidence, and it's another great meeting here out on Saturday.
Absolutely, and it was interesting. I was talking to Michael Wood from the ATC during the week, and he said that Randwick got about 170 mil, but Rosehill somewhere between 50 and 60, so not as much. So it was opportune this week, the weather and the way it hit Sydney town. Good on you, Nick.
I can't believe it. We got very lucky. Good luck to everyone having a bet today, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Thanks, Nick.
You
We'll
too.
see you next week.